Welcome! In this video tutorial, I will briefly show you how to annotate cellular processes in Advanced Cell Classifier using its new module, the Regression Plane. Regression Plane provides continuous two-dimensional space instead of the traditional discrete phenotypic classification. The continuous annotation interface is especially useful if the cells in your experiment show transient phenotypic properties, or if you are investigating continuous biological processes. In Advanced Cell Classifier, regression analysis is in a hierarchical combination with classification. First, each cell is classified into a discrete class. Then, the cells in the special regression class are also labeled with a continuous regression position. To define a regression class in ACC, you simply click on the Create Class button, type in the name of the class, select the class type Regression, and create the class. Then, to annotate a cell in the newly created class, simply click on the cell and then on the icon of the class. The regression plane appears. Now, by left-clicking on the regression area, you can place the selected cell. By repeating this process, you can annotate a number of cells. If you wish to examine the regression plane you created, simply click on the little R button below the class icon. Several tools have been developed to make the annotation on the regression plane convenient. Click on a cell to select it, and then by left-clicking, you can drag and drop it to a new location. By pressing R on your keyboard, you can also draw a polygon on the regression plane to select a group of cells and move them together. On the left, the position of the cells is shown on a navigation map and also numerically in position boxes. You can edit the numbers in the position boxes directly to better define the position of the cells. With the plus button on the top of the plane, you can enlarge the icons of the cells. If the regression plane becomes crowded with cells, it is useful to shrink the size of the icons, which can be achieved using the minus button, or you can restore the default size. By scrolling with the mouse, you can zoom in and out in the regression plane. When you have built your regression plane, click on the button Train Regressor to command the computer to learn the continuous annotation that you have provided. We offer several possibilities, including Gaussian processes and the popular neural network model. To predict each cell from a set of selected images, click on the Predict Images button and select some images. To insert a predicted cell into the training set, double-click on the cell or move it to the desired position of the regression plane. To increase efficiency, we provide active regression methods to automatically propose you cells that improve the regression model the most. Once activated, a machine learning algorithm will propose cells that are difficult to automatically place on the regression plane, given the current set of annotated cells. To turn on active regression, click on the Active Regression button. Note that all active learning methods require a sampling pool to be loaded. We implemented several active regression methods, and most of them do not require additional parameters. The user simply has to place the cells proposed by the computer to the correct position of the plane. These methods help you to fully explore your data and annotate the most diverse types of cells, making your analysis accurate. Another interesting annotation opportunity is provided by the Color Frame module, enabled from a dedicated toolbar button. The Color Frame module allows the user to select one particular feature and visually analyze the training set by checking the value distribution of that specific feature. Practically, after selecting a feature of interest from the list on the right, The histogram appearing on the main axis shows the distribution of the values of training set members with respect to the selected feature. Specific colors ranging from blue to red are associated with the different feature values. Applying this color scale, the border of each cell becomes highlighted with the associated color. Thus, the user can visually assess the feature value of each cell and decide whether to move it to a different position of the regression plane. Remember that by pressing R on the keyboard, you can also move a group of cells. To improve color visualization, adjust the limits of the color bar at the bottom part of the GUI, or change the scale from the default linear to logarithmic. To remove the colored border from the cells, just click on the Close Color Frame button. You have now been given an insight into ACC's regression plane module. To learn about the different output possibilities regression plane offers you, please watch the next video tutorial and read the help documentation. Thank you for your attention.